Hi, YouTube. This is Geno Perez with Geno Perez Adventures. And what I'm going to talk about today are 10 do's and don'ts of international living. And it doesn't really matter whether it's Colombia or Panama or Belize or Mexico or Spain or Italy or anywhere. These pretty much hold true in all cases. Vietnam, Cambodia, the Philippines, wherever. Um, I'm basing most of my interest on Colombia because that's where I live. Here we go. Number one, international retirement do's and don'ts. Number one, do your best to learn the language and the culture. Don't try to copy your old lifestyle in the United States. You didn't move to a new country to live in Chicago. You didn't move to a new country to live in Amarillo, Texas. So, what you have to realize is it's a new country, it's a new way of life, and um, you need to treat it that way. You just can't hang around with expats and not learn the language and go to the expat store and shop for tortillas from Mexico or filet mignon from the States. You got to get in the culture. You got to try a little Spanish. It doesn't have to be good, you just have to try. Number two, keep your U.S. bank account. Don't try to get a retirement visa, come down here and put all your money in a foreign bank or your social security check deposited to a foreign bank. Those things are really hard to unwind. You have to be completely sure that this is what you want to do before you start stacking up money here or having your social security sent here. It's just a word to the wise. It's better to check things out for a while, a year or two, before you dive in the water. It'll save you a lot of pain. Number three, make sure you don't pick the wrong kind of visa. A lot of people come and want a retirement visa or they want a conjugate visa, marriage visa. There's a plethora of visas, and you just need to research them and see which is the best and the easiest for you to get. And at the first, at the onset, it'll just be the tourist visa, which will do you for for 90 days, and then you can get a renewal for 90 days, and then you can leave the country and come back in and do it all over again. So just make sure you don't pick the wrong kind of visa. Number three, no, number four, that was number three. Number three, number four, whatever. Number four, put your stuff into storage for a while. Don't ship all your stuff to the country you're going until you're sure you've lived there a year or better and you're sure that's where you want to be. You're sure that's kind of furniture you want. If you have heirlooms and things like that, give them to a family member. Or if you don't want to put your stuff in storage, sell it and use the money to buy new stuff in your new country. It's usually cheaper anyway. Number five, remember you're not at home and their laws aren't your laws. Don't assume that you know the correct laws because a lot of them are different. Things that are normal and everyday in the United States are against the law here. So be careful and pay attention. Number six, rent for at least a year or two before you buy something. I'll give you a perfect example. We were going to purchase this house right away, and we decided not to. We decided to lease it for a year with an option to buy. And it's a good thing we did because there are a few things wrong with it that may make it untenable to stay here. We have a water situation that I think I can remedy, but if I can't, we can't live here with no water. So just be careful and don't buy a pig in a poke and don't get conned into buying something and check your prices. Just be careful, just like anywhere on the planet. Caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware. Number six, that was number six. Number seven, make new friends It's much easier than you think. Today, specifically, we're having a party this afternoon. A gentleman that was a chauffeur that brought us out here into the country to see our new house has become a really good friend. Went to his birthday party a few days ago, invited him out. He's coming out with his wife, his brother-in-law, his sister-in-law, and I don't know who else, but they're my new friends and they're nice. Because I'll tell you one thing, when you leave the United States for another country, you will find that the friends that you thought were your friends may not be. They might have just been fair weather friends for 30 years, which really sucks, but it just it's the way it is. Do enjoy new life in your new country and shop where the locals shop. Go to the market, go to the local corner store, don't just go to the expat patriot uh, store that has all the Jiffy peanut butter and oh God, what else? Ballpark wieners. Try the new stuff. It's just as good. Well, the bacon isn't, but I splurge on bacon, but that's me. If you shop at the expat stores, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. You're not gonna, the reality of the situation is if you live in the country here, you can live for $700, $800, like upper middle class in the United States. So if you're a retiree and you're living on $1,000 a month, you will live well here. I mean, really well. So pay attention to that. Watch your money. Watch your P's and Q's. And I'm going to say it again. Do your best to learn the language and the culture. Don't try to replicate your life in the United States. Ain't going to happen. Stay in the United States. Why bother? Why come all this way to be a Chicagoite? And last but not least, is it safe here? Yes. Do, at all times, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be stupid. Don't be papaya. Papaya is what they call people in Colombia that are an easy mark, where you're walking around with your phone on a phone stick. If you're in Bogota or Cali or Medellin and you're walking around with your cell phone on a phone stick, some guy on a motorcycle or a bicycle going by is going to have your phone. That's just the way they roll. So what's the big deal? You go to Chicago. I'm sure there's areas in Chicago that you have your phone on a phone stick, you're going to lose it. So just pay attention. Don't be stupid. It's a great place to live. And out here in the country, there is zero crime. Zero. I mean, if there is crime, I haven't heard of it. So anyway, thank you for your time. Please do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to see many, many, many more of these videos on how to live in Colombia for cheap. And I mean really cheap and really well. God, I don't even know where to go with it. Anyway, have a wonderful day. God bless.